going on, guys? Crypto Bandit here, and welcome to the Money Heist Team channel, where I cover all of my heists that I'm currently doing. Now, what do I mean by heist? Well, if you don't know, DeFi is the wild west. Anytime you invest in any of these platforms, like robbing a bank, high risk, high reward. These platforms, they're like banks. We, the investors, we're like bank robbers. All we're trying to do is get inside these banks, grab as much money as we can without getting caught with the bag in hand by the rug police. Now, guys, put on your ski masks, grab your shotguns, and follow along on a heist that I've been doing for almost 40 days now. And this one is called K100, keeping it 100. Now, I'm going to go through this, man, because there's a lot of questions that people continue to ask, like what's going on, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to break all this shit down so that way you guys can know how to rob this bank, because, it's part of doing your research, right? You can't just go and rob the bank and then ask questions, which I see a lot of people doing, right? They go inside these banks and now they're wondering, like, yo, where's security cameras at? Yeah, my man, like, you should have done that shit before robbing a bank. That's part of doing your research. Now, I got you. Crypto Bandit got you. We're going to go over everything you need to know how to rob this bank, and it's pretty simple, okay? So, number one, that's what you need to understand, all right? This, you can earn 10% per day for 10 business days. Now, what does that mean? That means Monday through Friday, you get paid Monday through Friday, all right, for 10 business days. So if I deposit $1,000 for 10 business days, all right, and I get 10% every single day, at the end of that, I'm going to get $1,000 back. So now you're wondering, wait a minute, how the hell do I get profit? Well, here it is. Then you're going to receive 25% of your capital. Okay, so that's something that you need to keep in mind. So let's go rewind. So if I deposited $1,000, right, in 10 business days, which is about pretty much 2 weeks, right, I'm going to get my $1,000 back. And then on day 11 of the business day, day 11, they're going to release 25% of your capital. 25% of your capital. But it doesn't stop there. We got to break down the math, right? Let's go inside this real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here's what you need to realize, that number one, that once you do a withdrawal, there is a 10% withdrawal fee. There is a 10% withdrawal fee. Also, if you try to reinvest, there's a 5% reinvestment fee. So what does that mean? Let's break down the math. So instead of getting the 25%, you're pretty much going to be earning, if you do the math, about 12.5% in 2 weeks, which I think is still pretty good, okay? So you're still going to earn 12.5% in 2 weeks. Well, 10 business days. That's what you're getting. That is including the withdrawal fee. Now, if you don't want to withdraw, you want to reinvest, then by all means, you could click the reinvest button. Now, this reinvest button right here only lights up when you have more than $100. So you cannot reinvest if you have less than $100, because that is the minimum to deposit in the platform. Another thing to keep in mind is that once you withdraw, so let's say I have 4,000 something right here, right? And I go ahead and withdraw all of this. My 4,000 is still going to be up here on the display. So I say that so you guys don't get confused, because it happened to me before. I withdrew about $30 in Bitcoin, and then I got paid, and I tried to withdraw another 30 from Bitcoin because I was like, oh, I got more money. And then it was saying insufficient fund. Well, the reason it was saying insufficient fund was because I already withdrew that. So you have to give it a couple of days, okay? Now, let's talk about the withdrawal and how long it takes. It takes anywhere from 24 to 96 hours. All right? So they don't pay on the weekends. So if you try to withdraw on a Friday, all right, they're gonna start processing that on a Monday. And I always tell people, look, if you want to withdraw, then just do it once a week, twice a week, maybe on Mondays and Wednesdays, so it can hit by the end of the week. This is how they have it. I didn't make this bank. I'm just robbing it. So if you want to complain to the CEO, by all means, like, beggars can be choosy. You over here, bank robber, and you're complaining why they only have singles in the cash register. Like, just take it. Just take it or go rob another fucking bank. All right. Now let's come over here. You guys can see all the plans. All right. Like I said, you could reinvest. Boom. And it comes over here. You see my plan is up, right? 0, 0. All right. That's already been released. The 25% is going to be released on Monday because, day number 10 was, I think, on Friday. So on the 11th day, business day, they're going to release that 25%. And that's pretty much how that works right there. So those are a lot of the questions that I get. How come I can't reinvest? You need $100. my withdrawal, how long does it take? 24 to 96 hours. Okay. How come I didn't get paid? Well, it's a 10% fee withdrawal and it's a 5% to reinvest. Okay. Now, if you guys come over here to invest, it's pretty simple. TRC20. It kind of tells you, let's say you want to throw $1,000, right? It tells you exactly how much you're going to earn, 250 at the end of the 10 business day, but you have to minus the 10%. All right, you have to minus the 10%. Now, just like everything, man, look, it seems like there's no satisfying people in DeFi. There's no satisfying people. There's really no satisfying people, and people need to understand the mindset. You got to change your mindset in this thing. Like, I don't get too emotional. All right. I look at opportunities, I go in, I rob it, and I get out. All right. So, like, I didn't care who the dev was. If I didn't know who the dev was, I still was going to go in. But just because I know who the dev is, builds a little bit more confident. Now, what I mean by that? You're looking at these numbers, 1,000. So in 2 weeks, you get 250. I guarantee you there's some dude right now in his fucking basement with his fucking tank top and spaghetti on a shirt, right? Just complaining, keyboard warrior. We all met the last 250 in 2 weeks. And then you take the 10%. That is nothing, blah, blah, blah. I know this platform that pays 22%. Like, then join that platform, big dogs. Then join that platform, all right? Yeah, $1,000 is not going to be a lot. And, it is a lot to some people, but it takes money to make money. All right. It takes money to make money. And I know that might not be sexy for you, but understand we got to talk about the longevity. All right. Because, yeah, man, maybe you could make this 7%, but then the shit is going to rug or it's going to go down and people are going to complain. You can't have it both ways. If you want platforms to last long and months from now, all right. Hey, guess what? You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. So, yeah, you might not like this, but it is what it is, right? Now let's start talking about numbers right here. Look, boom. All right. So we talking about 20 grand. Hey, this is what you're gonna be getting back. So then put more money in. All right. Put more money if you don't like how much you're making back. So it's a combination of everything why I like this. Number one, yes, it's the fees. A lot of people don't like it. But look, man, I said this before. If those fees are covering the processing fees and all that. Because if not, that shit was gonna be coming out of our TVL. That is covering the processing fees and all that. So the 10% is covering the fees on other things, right? Number two, like I told you before, if you go to this man's Telegram group and you guys check this guy out, he is investing, right? We talk about external revenue. A lot of people always talk about their trading, blah, blah, blah. We know this man is trading, but let's say you don't believe it. Let's say this dude is not trading. He's a fucking liar, blah, blah, blah. But we do know this, that he is taking, he's investing in other platforms. All right. So with the funds, some of the funds, he does invest in other platforms, but he's invested, across 6, 7 different platforms. All right, 6 figures, and he's pretty much robbing those banks and giving it to us. That's a plus. Tell me what developer out there are doing that. All right, they're just telling you, man, yeah, we're trading back here in the background, guys. We're doing all the trading. Great trade. He's showing you guys exactly, because he's a YouTube. He's showing you what the projects he's going into. All right, and that is a plus for us. Why? Because when he goes into these projects, he comes out. Guess what? That's money for us. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's too risky. Look, man, you got to break it down, man. You got to break it down in this business, or you're not going to make it. Number one, we all know he's a YouTuber, right? We all know that a lot of developers pay YouTubers, so they're paying this man to promote the platform. So that's already money he's already getting. So that's already some of the funds he's already getting. Think about that, right? Number two, he goes ahead, he promotes the platform, he invests in the platform. Guess what else? He has a huge following. So a lot of people are using his link to go in. So he's already recovering a lot of that money back. And then number three, with the FOMO and all that, a lot of these projects do well, he's already getting that money back. You have to understand that he's operating on a different level. All right. You guys are thinking it from like the mindset of an investor. He's not. It's the business. Why? Because his point of view is going to be a lot different from yours, because he has all of this going on for him, right? As far as developers paying him, the links. So he's ROIing a lot faster than a typical normal person. Let's say it takes 40 days to ROI. For him, it's going to take him 15 days. It's just the nature of the beast. Like, it's just part of the business, guys. And if you don't like it, then by all means, then don't join. Like, oh, that's not fair. Brother, go ahead and buy yourself a cheap laptop. Go ahead and, buy yourself a microphone and do YouTube. I'm saying it's the nature of the beast. Now, this is what I wanted to cover, man, because these are things that you guys gotta understand. And he's not fucking around. He's not fucking around. 70K dropped on Big Whale, a huge platform, right? It's a huge platform. 70K. So he's making about 2% with that. Let that sink in, guys. 70K. Vortex. All right. What else did he go in? 5,000 Capitalium. Let's keep going. Remember I made a video on this. Startified. I was sleeping on this one. He dropped 40 grand on that, making 2.5 for 40 days. Let that sink in. Okay. There you go. 40. Invisible. 20K. Quillathon, he dropped about 8K. So you can see that he's dropping money on these platforms that are huge. They're not just, some stupid, oh yeah, Gbot. He threw some money in there too. So he's not just throwing money in some of these little, platforms, dollar here, dollar there. He's going in big. And guess what? We're reaping the benefit off of that. So, this might go the distance. We don't know how long it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go the distance. Who knows? Anything can happen. But just showing you guys what this man is doing behind the scene, it makes me feel a little bit more confident, okay? But yeah, man, this is K100 right here. Just giving you guys an update on how everything's been going, all the, how to get started, the question that people ask, like how long does it take to withdraw? Like I said, 24 to 96 hours, relax. They don't trade on the weekends. You can't withdraw on the weekends. I like to withdraw like on a Monday, boom, that's it. And then after your 10 days are up or 10 business days are up, people complain like, whoa, I didn't get my money, my 25. You have to wait on day 11. The next day, you get that 25%. But yeah, like I said, I like everything that's going on over here. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. I know everyone doesn't like the 10%. It's too low, blah, blah. That, it's crazy. Then go join a platform that's paying 600% in 2 days. Do that. You're just not going to win them all. And I'm trying to go for the distance for this one. And we're just going to see how this one goes. Oh, yeah, let me see something. And another thing, let me see, where's it at? Boom, 6.1 million. Let me see. 61, let me refresh this. So 6.1 million already in the TVL, which is huge, guys, which is huge. Why is that huge? Well, it's pretty simple. This platform has only been running for 40 days and it already has 6.1 million in the TVL. So that just goes to show you that this dude is not playing around. I mean, there's platforms out there that can't even get it to 5,000 in a week. All right. So the fact that he did it within 40 days speaks volume on the platform. All right. So let's scroll. Just wanted to update. Yeah. So that's the actual number right there. 6.1 million in 40 something days. This thing is incredible. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, like always, man, guys, I'm just showing you guys the blueprint, the layout of the bank. It is on you to come in here. Hopefully you have a better idea on how to operate the system because some of you guys were asking questions, when the withdrawal, look, I show you guys the outside, the inside of the bank. It is on you to come back in here and to continue doing your research, all right? But guys, like always, my number one rule, please stay safe on the rug police. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.